Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the session of enhancing quality of life, empowering seniors with technology. This is Roberto Valdés. I'm co-founder and managing director of a company called Cuideo. And I have with me John Balzategui. He is the co-founder and CEO of a company called Vilma. And Ángel Puertas, he is the co-founder and the CEO of a company called SeniorDomo. We are here in this session because the three of us, we explore how can technology support and empower seniors in their daily lives. Mm-hmm. And this is what we are going to talk during this session. Just to start, we are going to explain the companies, what we do. And then first, Ángel, if you can talk, what is the origin of this idea?
Yes, SeniorDomo started with a personal experience in my place. My father died when in 2016. He got ALS, which is a neurological disease, and I remembered that part of our life very hard because we should to outsource house care, caregivers, also even finding technology in order to give my father more autonomy, more safety at home. And the most impacting thing for me was that there was no technology in that moment in the market. So I became out with the idea of creating a new technology in order to give safety, autonomy, empowering the elderly people in order to stay at home as much as possible. That's our mission. SeniorDomo is a new technology that brings protection 24 hours everywhere. So this is very happy to be here.
Maybe you, Ángel, can explain you about the origin of
yes.
what you do in Vilma?
Yeah, sure. So, well, first of all, Vilma is a platform of well-being and learning for seniors. We aim to help people learn new skills, discover new hobbies, stay active both mentally and physically, and also we want to help them to connect with other seniors through their hobbies. And the origin of the idea came, so back in the time, so I started up a previous company that was in the intersection of finance and seniors, helping them to get to retirement and pensions with pension that would meet their lifestyle goals. So the silver economy has been a topic that it's been in my mind for a while. And in pandemic, I was working in Badi, in a startup. We started working in remote. That was new for us. Mm-hmm. It allowed me to spend some time in the Basque Country, where I am from, and I could see how my mom was turning from being a very busy woman to being a person that was retired. And I saw that she had so much energy to learn new stuff. She was doing an online live class in history. She wanted to start also to learn how to make like artisan bread, how to improve her writing skills, and so on. And then I started trying to identify and research where there were solutions there to help people learn new skills. And I realized that there was nothing that would offer like live courses. So that was kind of the seed of the idea. I started talking to people to see if they were in the same mood when they retired. And I saw that there was a pattern. People really want to stay active and learn new things. And I was starting to shape the idea. I called my partner, my current partner, about it. He loved the idea, and we started Vilma together.
Mm-hmm. In the case of Cuideo, what we do as company, we provide personalized healthcare plans for seniors through a caregiver. And also, it started as Ángel and John in a personal experience. We were hiring a caregiver to support one of our family members, and things went wrong. And then what we realized is that the use of technology and quality standards could improve a lot the life quality of the seniors. At the end of the day, 87% of the seniors, they prefer to stay at home as long as they can. Then our company, they bring technology, they bring a caregiver to allow that the caregiver can be well cared at home. We have developed a lot of technology. The key technology of our company is a matching technology. It's a platform that put together offer that are the caregivers and family, which is the demand, and then we are able to personalize and to find the right caregiver for each user in a record time in any region of Spain.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, that's super interesting. And how do you see, guys, how mature do you see your target market? Because sometimes there are some cliches around the seniors. So how mature do you think that your target market is?
Okay, I see, in fact, this market, the silver economy or seniors market, in fact, now is really huge. I think we have more than 700 million seniors in the world, but we cannot imagine how this market will be in 30, 50 years, because we have, we have the pyramid, demographic pyramid, really inverted. There are people with 50, 60 that in the next decades will get senior and need more services like our company's offers. And I think we need to start introducing technology. If not, maybe the future will be not sustainable, because there are not enough hands to take care properly with quality about the seniors. And we need to introduce technology, creating hybrid models like offer SeniorDomo, also Cuideo and Vilma, in order to create a more sustainable model, mixing that and creating technologies that are affordable for the families. I think that's one of the points that is interesting about the mature of the market now and maybe in the future.
We also live what Angel says, the population, the aging tsunami that is coming worldwide, and especially in Europe. Spain is the #2 most aged country in the world. And also, on top of that, we also had a cultural thing, because the previous generation, one of the family members were taking care of the senior, and this is how it worked. But now, everybody at home need to work and so on, and they need professional care. Then this is becoming that every year, the home care market increased by 25% every year. And in year 2050, the average age in Spain will be 58 years. Then you can imagine altogether how it's going to explode this market in the coming year, and the need of putting technology to make the services efficient, to be able to cover, to give a good coverage to all the care needed on the population.
Yeah, you said an interesting data there. So I think the senior market, it's going to be, it's mature and it's going to grow. So I think, first of all, that it represents like a very important portion of the society, and this portion will be even bigger. Secondly, like the net worth and the purchasing power is very, very important also in this target market. And third, and lastly, the familiarity that the seniors have with technology is increasing a lot. So today, 1/3 of the population in Spain is above 55 years. But in 2060, 1/3 of the population will be above 65 years. So that's crazy when you think about it. Then when it comes to life expectancy, in the last 100 years, the life expectancy has, in the last 200 years, the life expectancy has tripled. And people, when they get to retirement, they still have so many time, you know, and people, the profile of seniors that have retired is changing. Now people want to travel, they want to experience things, they want to learn things, so the habits are changing a lot. Of course, the net worth, it's calculated that around 66% of the net worth in Spain belongs to people over 55 years, so it's also very attractive. And when it comes to technology, like in the last 5 years, the people that is digitalized increased a lot. So in 2017, there were like 6 billion people that were digitalized in Spain, and today we have almost 12, so it has almost doubled, you know? And not only that, but also that COVID accelerated a lot, you know, the way people interact with technology and the way people are familiar with video chats and live chats and so on. So this trend is growing a lot, and I think that today is mature, but it will be much more in the coming years.
I completely agree. I think we are switching, and there's Robert, one question that I think that it's interesting is know more about our technology, and for example, tell us about how Cuideo does the magic. No, Cuideo is very known in Spain and has the ability to find the right caregiver in very fast. No, what's behind all of your technology?
We as company, what we have done is to digitalize the sector. At the beginning, when we faced the personal experience, the recruitment of the caregiver was based on a pile of CVs. There was in a very small shop, the caregivers were piling up CVs, and then the coordinator take a look into the pile and select a caregiver for our family member. What we saw there is digitalization. Then we create a platform, and then we have a lot of challenges. One challenge was to make sure that all caregivers get into the platform. Then you need to make it very intuitive to make sure that the caregivers can put their information on the platform. They see the value of working with us, etc. And then when you have the information of the caregivers, the studies, where are they vetted, previous jobs, abilities, experiences on pathologies, etc., you are able to do a match. You are able to, understanding the needs of the customers via algorithm and via technology, to do a match and then to find the caregiver that can support and can give a better service to each family member. I'm sure also, John, that you face challenges on the use of technology and seniors people.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, for us, the main challenge is to communicate and reach to the seniors, simply. You know, to be able to get to them and explain what Vilma does, explain the solution. So to many seniors, we're able to reach through the social media by doing advertisement in social media. And there's a big portion of seniors that do use social media. Like according to the barometer of MAFRE about seniors, that it's like a really great source of information. There are around 10 million seniors that have social media. In my opinion, I think they are a bit less than that, but we are able to get to many people through social networks. But then there is another portion, a big portion, that still don't use these, you know, the social networks. So the main challenge is how do we get to them, you know? So we are doing that. We are tackling that with two things. First of all, we are encouraging like a referral program so that people using our app and platform encourage and relate and recommend to their friends to use Vilma too. And then secondly, we are investing a lot in partnerships with banks, insurance companies, care home services, and also public administration to do partnerships together and to offer our service through the network. Those are the two things we are doing to tackle this challenge. Yeah.
Very interesting. And also on challenges, to talk about specific benefits that a senior person can have using your technology. What are they able to, how do you empower them and how do you help them on the daily life with your technology?
Yes. How works SeniorDomo? SeniorDomo is based on a smartwatch like this that is completely specifically designed for elderly people. It's really easy to use, has one button to see the time, also to request help, an SOS button. It has hands-free, it carries their own SIM card, so it has all the necessary things to work properly. And what's behind the watch? We are able to gather constant information about the activity, the movement, the vital signs, and also about the location of the user. And our technology right now is processing more than 4 million registers a day. And when something wrong is happened, like, for example, is able to detect a fall, when people with Alzheimer's disease get lost, when someone has inactivity because hasn't moved, when the heart rate goes high or low, the system is able to manage the emergency, calling directly and automatically by phone to the family members. And is able to locate the first available member in less than 24 seconds. So in fact, only by wearing the watch, you are protected. So the way what we design the technology is very intuitive. So for seniors, we are mixing the digital world of the family that is able to use smartphones and interact with the mobile phones. But on the other hand, we have the seniors. We are addressing seniors with more than 70, 80. This is our target, with the first fragility. And the technology should be very adapted. We need to reduce the digital barrier, because if not, the technology hasn't success, no, to implement. So I think the product, one of the most biggest challenges we have faced is the design of the product in order to mix these two worlds, the digital and the analogic of all the family.
And in your case, John, what is the benefit of the seniors that you serve through your technology?
Yeah. So at the end, we are in the business of connecting people with people and people with experiences. That's what we do, right? So I think the benefits we provide is, first of all, we get people closer. So for example, in the classes, we open the virtual classes, all of the classes are live, so we open them like half an hour earlier, so that people can genuinely join the class and chat with others, you know, and we encourage people to build like connections around the classes, because at the end, loneliness is a big issue, right? In the seniors, around 30 to 40% of the senior population is estimated that there is loneliness, so we try to fight that. We also encourage through the platform to people to connect beyond the classes, encouraging connections. Then secondly, we also try to untap a lot of hidden potential out there, you know, be it knowledge in history, knowledge in technology, knowledge in painting, photography, you know, there's a lot of amateur people that have like a lot of interesting expertise to share with others. So we try to make it easy for the rest to discover these skills. And lastly, we want people, our users, to be the protagonist, right? We want them to not only listen and learn things, but we want them to practice it. And we provide exercises, and also we provide in the platform, we make it easy for people to share their creations, share their photographs, their pictures with the rest, you know, so that they are the protagonist of the community we are building. So those are the benefits we provide to our community.
We also face what you said, loneliness. We believe as a company that loneliness will be the main disease in this century for the senior people, and we need to fight with it through technology. We as a company, we realize that person to stay at home and to have the small routines of going to the market, talking about the football match with the friend in the bar and so on, it makes people alive. And if you change a person with a cognitive disease, if you take him to a nursery home, etc., it can vary a lot the mood and can worsen a lot the pathology that it has. Then we also, as a company, believe that loneliness is a real fact for seniors, and we need to fight for it. At the end of the day, a grateful life is about sharing small things with people, and this is what makes us happy.
Yes. I think maybe talking about how you envision the future, how do you see how will evolve Vilma, Cuideo, also SeniorDomo? What do you think about? See, what are the next steps of your companies, your roadmap? What are your big thinkings about?
We as a company, what we believe that the technology evolution need to continue, because the new generations will age, and then we'll need to serve the customers in a different way. Then step by step, we are putting technology in front of you user to make sure that he can be more empowered. Today, as an example, the seniors that we serve, the person with care needs, we are talking about an age of 80 years old, and then we communicate through technology with their kids that are the ones that are making decisions for the parents. But we strongly believe that in the coming 20 years will be the senior, the dependent senior, who will make his own decisions. Then we need to make sure that the evolution of technology is going through this direction, and we make sure that the senior person is able to make his own choices of what type of service he wants, etc., etc.
What do you think?
So when we look at the future, we envision a future where you know, more and more people know and think that at a later stage in life, you can still keep growing, you can still keep learning, you can still keep having fun, connecting to people, knowing people, being surprised, you know, like you can do a lot of things, you know, and we want to provide and contribute to that shift, no? We would like people to really realize that at a later stage in life, you can still contribute a lot to society, be it sharing your knowledge or helping others, you know. And we want to also contribute to how people see themselves and to also contribute to how society see seniors, because sometimes I feel that nowadays still society sees senior people as people that maybe need help all the time and they cannot do things by themselves. And I think that we want to change that, you know. We want to empower seniors to do as many things as they can, right? So when we look at the future, we see ourselves as contributing a little bit to that, as being the enablers of that shift in the mindset here in Spain, in Europe and beyond, you know. And well, of course, we know that we are not alone in this mission. I think that part of it comes also with building strong partnerships with, you know, like insurance companies, other agents that have the same mindset. And the key for that, the key for building this future is to work together, right? So that's how we envision the future of Vilma.
Yes, I complete that point because, for example, we have started to collaborating with city councils because in Spain almost they are in complete digital transformation of this sector, because we are transforming from the traditional telecare services, for example, to advanced telecare, like SeniorDomo. And I think the next years, depending things to do, I think it's more collaboration between public and private sector, starting doing things together, and even offering an integrated service that the family has all the necessary things like food, medicine, caregivers, technology, and the experience of age at home will be optimized. No, I think maybe depending things to do in the future should be that.
Cool.
No, I think you have bring quite an interesting thing, because I think also the good thing about technology is that you can link ecosystems. And then you talk about the insurance world, you talk about the regional institutions and so on. Then I think one project that we have in our hands is to connect the senior care with the health system, and also connect it with the private health system that is carried by the insurers. Then what we believe as company, and technology and data can have a very easy benefit on that, to connect with other systems and to use data on the benefits of the seniors. As an example, today we are building services on the insurance companies and having the data of each pathology, what the level of service that is needed, the duration of the service, and so on. We can build saving plans and coverage to seniors through the data. And I think using our data to build that in the ecosystem with other systems, with private health, public health, and so on, I think it's a real good use of technology that we are doing.
Totally. Let's do it together.
Yes, thank you so much. And see you. I think one of the points is that this collaborating in the future will be the next step, and happy to share a mission, a common mission between the three parts, because I think we are really impacting the world, and maybe it's a call action for the investors, public administrations, and we need to transform more this sector, so we need to push in that direction.
No, thank you very much for staying here with us and so on. And again, for us, the conclusion of this meeting is that in the coming years, the senior people will explode, and then we need to use technology to do efficient services and to be able to connect environments or ecosystems to make sure that the technology can boost the empowered of the seniors, and also to do it in a very social way, to do it with humanity, with respect to our loved ones, because the care of my father is the most important thing in my life. And, it's very important that we do it with a lot of social values and so on. And these examples of 3 companies that are tackling this sector. Thank you very much.
Thank
very
you.
much.